gonna show you what it's all about. Doki Doki Literature Club is where it's at. If you wanna improve your poetry format, I think you'll have fun, and that's my intent. Here's Monica, and she's the president.
I'm Monica, and it's nice to meet you. Our club is small, we're just a few. Our drink is tea, not gin and tonica. Stick with me, and it'll be
just Monica. Just Monica. This is all futility, 'cause you know that it will be just Monica. Just Monica. Doesn't matter what you say, she will be there if you quit.
Poop, poof, pear, puppy, fox, giggle, email, fluffy. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, what words and clever phrasing. You're supposed to be bad at this, give me a break. I'm Natsuki and I bake cupcakes. I like to read manga in the class over there if you come over this weekend.
He doesn't care. He was talking to me, and you just interrupted. One of my files must be corrupted. We'll try this again. Time to bring it, Monica. I'll keep trying until it's
Just Monica. Just Monica. This is all futility, 'cause you know that it will be just Monica. Just Monica. Doesn't matter what you say, she will be there anyway. Hi, Sergeant Hill, had my eyes on you. I wanted a chance for us to talk too, but then again, you wouldn't understand. My words are too complex, you're a simple man. Your whole team work, but you got a good story. I can tell you're speaking from the heart. Here's a book to read, it will bring us together forever and ever and ever.
okay. Thanks for that. Now, anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. We know each other so well, you should be my man. Surely by now, these other girls must disgust you. We'll try again until it's just me and just you. We'll read books, we won't smoke that Chronica. No matter what you're gonna be with.
Just Monica. Just Monica. You can never get away. Monica is here to stay. Just Monica. Just Monica. Read your books and drink your tea. She will never set you free. Just Monica. Just Monica. Doesn't matter what you say, she will be there anyway. Just Monica. Just Monica. This is a futility, 'cause you know that it will be just Monica.
Ah, jeez.
Okay, hello? I come through? There we go. Mic sounds sensitive. Yeah, a little bit. I had to do some bit of tweaking, mainly because I'm doing a bit of an experiment. Actually, let me change. No, this is not the world's quietest Let's Play. Actually, let me change it up real quick. Let me change the I coming through? Quiet. Guess what I could probably do. That up. Bring that down. How's that? Am I coming through better? Well, that's just the music, not because the little game itself is still gonna be a little bit loud. I just don't want it drowning me out, especially when because if you notice that I sound different, it's because I switched from the direct input from the microphone through Morphbox. You'll find out why I'm doing that in a bit. That's good? Alright. But, yeah, welcome back to, Doki Doki Let's Play. Doesn't take a genius to guess. I don't remember where we last left off. I think we were going through the second day? I don't know, I'll have to... It's black. I don't know why it's black, but anyways. Just on a quick, how do I put this? I didn't read any spoilers, but I did see somewhere on the game page, on the Steam page, that I would have to have the game files open. Is that a thing? Not yet? Okay. I'll have it up just in case if I do reach up that point. But yeah, I just gotta get into the mood. Alright, so I'm coming through fine. I'm not gonna having an echo or anything like that. Because last time I used Morphox, that was when we did the Battlefront special with Kugu, and I ended up having an echo. Nope, good so far? Alright. Well, in that case...
Well, how about now? Is that coming through fine? wait for the reactions. Oh boy, this is gonna be really interesting.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Alright, let's get to it. Alright. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay. Or complete disaster. There's only one way to find out. Let's do this. Listening closer, and the more you talk, that makes it apparent it's the more. Well, yeah. It's not gonna be perfect. It's recording me, rendering, and then outputting it in like seconds. So maybe if I was doing this through like Audacity, I could probably fine tune it. But that's a recording, not a live stream. Alright, is there a way I can go to? Actually, I'll try this. No, let's. Excuse me. No, that's not gonna do it. Alright, anyways, let's get to it.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days.
It sounds like helium. Oh my god. Alright, give me a sec to find the rhythm. Like fucking Stitch. Sounds like I kicked in the nuts. Alright, laugh it up. Alright, just give me a sec.
Well, we just put up we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. I'm going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, well that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Read the whole thing as Kylo Ren.
Are you sure you really want me to do that?
Oops. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too.
I'll show you the Doki side.
Sari's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Cyrus, who's been culling a poster, holds up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's do you really think that it's a bad idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys. No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! Oh my god, that was terrible. It's about expressing your feeling, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right.
Sorry if it does take a while between voices and some lines. I'm not hotkeys this. I'm switching manually, so I actually have to go back and forth from the game to Morphox to switch voices or turn it off. So bear with me on that.
And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and feel the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remaining silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect it to do in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Oh my god, that was really high pitched.
I would like to apologize for Sayuri. I thought I had it down. I guess I just forgot how I did it last night. So bear with me.
Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
What'd she say? The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called... What was it? It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her for her. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. But we were caught off so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair. Oh my god.
Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayuri.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene, bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayuri.
Even John liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's... well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time... oh, wrong voice. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't let me go before John. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let John lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki, Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when she's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So,
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Alright. I will say this is rather taxing. Having to switch. I wish I could be able to hotkey this. If I had the ability to hotkey this would be a lot easier, but unfortunately not. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Would you like me to continue with Morse Vox, or should I just switch to the microphone and just do it like I did last time? Gee, thanks. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, might come through. Well, I haven't had too many internet problems lately, so knock on wood. I mean, Friday's stream had a little bit of hiccups. OBS would be dipping into the red and I'd be losing frames. I haven't dropped a single frame this time, so. But I'm coming through okay. It's not sensitive or anything like that. To be able to bring this up a little bit more, so but yeah, thanks for being patient with me for that. It was a noble try, but I think if I'm gonna be using more Fox, it would probably have to be for like a long-term voice thing. I can't be switching like that, so noble effort, but unfortunately didn't work out. Sorry, Mike. Alright, anyways. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? I'm like going like twice, maybe 3 times the speed now. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, John. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean... Sayuri fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of a question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, ooh. That's a tough question. walk with my friend or walk with a girl that I just started to like. Why not both of them? I don't know. Sonny is way too happy and it's creepy. How is that creepy? She's been his best friend for God knows how long. So we gotta either go with the girl who's got the hots for you, well, supposedly, or the girl who's been your best friend, has been the girl next door. Okay, we got a majority for Yuri. Alright, fine, whatever. Walking home with Yuri. Huh. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Doki Doki. I mean... given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Yeah, I would feel awkward too. Man who knows the events of the game looks shiftily. Looks to the left. Then he looks to the right. Well, it's kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Ah, yes. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna go off of my instincts. Let's just go with the words that stick out to me as a person, not trying to appeal to these girls. Let's see. Bad lollipop, grief parfait, rainbow fun, unrestrained, lucky, peace, kitty. Peace. Kiss, disoriented, milk, rose, promise, cry, despise, vitality, covet, silly, rose. Bliss, amazing, horror, memories, suicide, analysis, fantasy, childhood, time, lust, fantasy. Headphones, skipping, climax, strawberry, secretive, sticky. When you have climax and sticky in the same group of words, that's frightening party universe swimsuit. What the hell? Family, variance, games, giggle, Valentine, essence, beauty, graveyard, vivid, and special. Let's go with vivid. Joy, tragedy, determination, whirlwind, electricity, effulgent. Effulgent. I read that wrong. Effulgent. Passion, tenacious, romance, ambient. I'll say passion. Vacation, email, fluffy. That vivacious? Starscape, sunset, unrequited, breathe wonderful depression, sunset. Happiness, embrace, nature, mouse, extreme, waterfall, puppy, hair, misfortune, rat. Why is rat sticking out for me? uncontrollable, ribbon, treasure, chocolate, flying, hop, extraordinary, contamination, fickle and cheer, extraordinary, death, insight, anime, feather, massacre, captive, shiny, excitement, destiny, dream, perchance to dream, smile, daydream, charm, marriage, lipstick, warm, hopeless, pout, forever clouds, hopeless, socks, spinning, adventure, pink, imagination, lazy, papa, dark, infinite, twirl, philosophy, afterimage, fester, love, vertigo, vanilla, marshmallow, shopping, Doki Doki, intellectual, vertigo, empty, holiday, precious, landscape, sadness, play, color, skirt, jump, unstable, why would that be? Of course that would be for Yuri. Melody, cute, bouncy, nightgown, pure, entropy. Oh, excuse me. Anxiety, inferno, cheeks, question. Melody. Incongruent, misery, forgive, crimson, dazzle, blanket, whistle, sparkle, judgment, and desire, crimson. What would that be? Wait, did she have a the poem that she read was like something crimson? Fireflies, nibble, friends, awesome, sing, kawaii, journey, jumpy, shame, defeat, journey, incapable, prayer, scars, cage, hurt, music, raindrops, clumsy, anger, existence, anger. After image of a crimson heart, that's right. Disown, unending, ocean, comfort, bubbles, vibrant, eternity, disarray, common hope, eternity. Last but not least, flee, rain clouds, sweet whisper, boop, alone, pain, disaster, heartbroken, boop. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Oh, she practiced the piano. Pretty good with the guitar. A little bit of duet there. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? Squid. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. What? Yeah, I'm confused, Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Calamari is delicious. Especially when it's deep fried. Ooh, just not too much, otherwise it gets really tough. But when it's deep fried perfectly, oh, it's so soft. It's so good. never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in a corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I whip my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. She gives a little hoppity hop. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation had already dispersed, and with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she'd noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. John, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, John. You certainly know a lot about her than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talking to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, John. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, John. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you. No, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now? What do I do anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayuri and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayuri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up in front of my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayuri. Sayuri? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayuri and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. John. The world is full of meaning, and often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? Mm-hmm. I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Okay, God. I gotta grab some tissues because my nose is driving me nuts, so I will be right back in one hot second. Okay, we're back. I really hope I'm not coming down with something. Alright. Anyways. Need to do something that involves the sparks on mixer. I used to remember what the sparks were used for. Although I'm pretty sure that works for pro users who use like FTL or faster than light, which I don't do. I think that's also for people who use what's it called? Soundboards. I don't know. Chicken, can you do me a solid and look up what people can do with the sparks so I can figure out what to do? If there's anything I could do. Anyways, we'll continue on. I guess that was the case. Sorry. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Huh? Yuri-san looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. Should be taking off my mind. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside, like a Brita pitcher. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and settles the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, is that what you kids are calling it? Ah, okay. Oh, sorry. I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve John in club activities? Damn. Huh? My mouth gapes. Damn. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, John. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Nah, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. John. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yui lifts her head. John, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. Friend zoned! No, just kidding. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher and return to the classroom. John, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do it any less than when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yui fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. Yeah, oolong tea is a green tea. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Well, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, John. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for each of us. John, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? So, ooh. Eh? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Yes. Sorry. I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. I know how you feel with that. My back is killing me right now, so I've got a pillow like on my lower back, so is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have a terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I almost said boobs. I almost said boobs. I'll go ahead and get the boob. Oh Lord. What's my mind going to? I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. That's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Her teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand is it's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't have any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time from reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. John... Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Friends, so you say. I'm probably surprised you didn't just like pop it down in her mouth. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. Oh my god. Speaking of context, I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Eyes up to her eyes up, man. Eyes up. Off the chest. Come on now. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Jesus Christ. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. John, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Oh, I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Because why not? John, your writing has only improved in your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. Oops. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve as much thanks to you. You're really the example that I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. Can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. Context! Hello! It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. John, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you should just know make really good friends. I'm gonna crank up the music because, yeah, Mike wasn't kidding. There's some really pretty music going on. There we go. Or people you you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who would always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. And they don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, John. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, John. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yui puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Let's see if I can read this one properly. Hang on. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chastically meets the surface. Oh, chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Just to clear, jeez, Mike. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, and yet we build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Damn, that's pretty deep. Also a little bit dark. Just slightly. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. But I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. You haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. Oh, God. All that coffee and it's still knocking me out. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Shadow. You have a good one. Not tomorrow night, but Friday night. Hang on, I'm tangled up here. Thanks for sharing. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm kind of concerned about Sayuri. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. Aww. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, John. Sorry. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Well, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. What about your poem? Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. What, we didn't even have a poem? Alright, Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, at least I'm trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you end up just scaring me away? It's not like you actually wanted to do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here. You don't have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbows connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ugh. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I really should just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when your lips press to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. It's a bit literal. Quite literal. Yeah. I felt like if I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something, a little nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Yeah, damn right it is. I love the beach. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jeez. She better not have anything said... Better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about the same topic, write about a simple topic, and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of a metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. And last but not least. Hi, John. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'd also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is much better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like totally a different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get a much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. Must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Oh, yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. Beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky, victim of the current of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand clutches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I'm really gonna have to look at all these poems and really get down to really analyze them. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean I'm one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Gee, thanks. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. That's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it me, or did you just say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. Oh, you deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Uh-oh. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please, show some decency. Oh, come on! Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide on what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, I can't even tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, John. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. John may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he made me more suited assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're more just making it. Sounds more like you're making excuses for John to. What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jon to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend time with me yet, you know? Oh boy. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle on this already? Yeah. Jon, you're okay with this, right? No. In the end, it's up to you. Ugh. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Of course, I'm gonna go with... Oh. As much as I would like to go with Yuri, I am concerned about Sayuri. I'm gonna go see Sayuri. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayuri. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Oh, jeez, now... Well, if it's just gonna be that, then fine. Why not? Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Jon? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, it should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking... Oh, wait. But I suppose I'm looking forward to a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Jon? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm so sorry for this. I didn't really know why Jon picked me. Because I kind of like you. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. Kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are so taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri wasn't trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. But Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Can't believe it slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. It's 675-3099. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. Wait, do you know where I live? I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room's clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, John. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the reason with the... Whoa, excuse me. Okay. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense? I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize... I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. It's as if her tremendous effort, Yui finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monica said this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. And suddenly Sayuri appears. It's already Sunday. Yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah, about 10 minutes. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt. Oh, God. There's no doubt she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Oh my. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it real okay to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Uh-oh. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayuri? Hi, John. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decoration that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided in that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Yeah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan on to meet up or anything. Also, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, John. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayuri! I grab Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayuri gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, John. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, John? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. Yeah, for real. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Huh? Why is it that you never even told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done something that I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. Protecting the cinnamon bun. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, John. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste an effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat that's been swung against my head. Like Negan. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, John. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. So now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. John. Sayuri. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. John. Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. John. Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what it needs to be changed. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, John. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go. As she does so, I let go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I feel myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Alright, we'll save here. And we will call it a night. We'll pick this up again on Friday. So yeah, that went into a really different direction. Like, I don't know, it started becoming like all innocent and happy, and then just like the feelings start really settling in. You start seeing the ugly side. And the question is, how ugly is this gonna get? But we'll just have to find out. Anyways, thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope we'll pick this up again on Friday. Yeah, just gonna keep going until we finish off the run. But yeah, from what I understand, it's kind of like one track, very linear compared to other visual novels. There's still the element of multiple endings, but this one is very misleading from what I understand. Like, if you think it's over, it's not really. Am I getting that right? But yeah, and also that whole thing about the having the game files on new game plus. Okay, it's like a new game plus. Okay, I got it. But we'll just have to see how that turns out. But yeah, let me know when I have the whole thing about having the game files up is a thing, because I have no clue what that's about. It's kind of required to get the whole story. Ah, okay. What is it, like some kind of secret that goes on? But yeah, we'll get to it anyways. Yeah, thank you for joining me tonight, and I'll see you Friday for more Doki Doki Literature Club. Questions, comments, complaints that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions you might have for me for future Let's Plays, Let's Tries, Johnny Versus, or WTF Gaming, head on over to that contact page and shoot them out to me over there. Also check out Batgwin, Diz, the Gaming Network on Mixer, as well as Oh Hey Mike K, Tintcap, and Magonzo on their respective Twitch pages for more streams ranging from the interesting to the entertaining. Again, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm sorry the Morphox did not go well as planned. It was a nice test. Just too much at once. I think probably just one or two voices at a time. But yeah, thank you for joining me tonight, and I'll see you Friday night for more Doki Doki Literature Club. Take care. Love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everyone.